Hello everybody and welcome to another Weather Wednesday. My name is Elias, using Science on a Sphere here to talk to you about what is going on with the weather. This week we'll also be looking forward to a forecast for what's going on around the United States regarding the weather. Now, as you can probably tell, this is a pre-recorded message, this pre-recorded episode. Just like you guys, we are stuck here at the Space Foundation or at our homes and really not allowed to do a lot of things. So what we want to do for you guys is to bring to you things that you can do at home. And I encourage you guys to pay attention to the weather, take a look and see what's going on. So wherever you are, let's talk about the weather. First off, what has been happening in the weather? And to do that, we're going to use Science on a Sphere here. Over the last several days, the United States has gotten several batches of clouds and moisture events, particularly from the Rocky Mountains east. And we can see a big system right here that hit the Great Lakes northeast part of the United States. And then recently, some batches of thunderstorms across the mid-central area there. I think they call that kind of the Texas area. And then also right here, today is the 17th. In the Midwest here, we have a low-pressure system that has come up from the south. And while it's not a strong system because we don't see that tight rotation, it has produced quite a bit of clouds. And so it hasn't produced a whole lot of precipitation, but there are a lot of clouds that are there. Meanwhile, on the West Coast, they have been experiencing some sunny weather in the Pacific Northwest. And if I back it up a little bit, you see a low pressure system off the coast of California here that has been bringing some precipitation and some moisture, especially to the mountain ranges there, the Sierra Nevada mountain range there in the eastern part of California. And that has brought some well-needed snowpack to that range. Hopefully that will continue to abate the dry season that California often experiences immediately following this spring season. So really the question now is, what is it going to be like for the next several days as we are kind of stuck with where we are? What is the weather going to be like where you are? So to do that, I'm going to bring up our forecast model. And as a refresher, as a reminder, these black lines represent pressure systems, whether they be a low pressure system or a high pressure system. That's what these black lines represent. The closer the lines are, the more intense, or the bigger the transition between different pressures. That's where you will often find wind events, is where these black lines are close together. I'll show you an example of that here in just a little bit. And then as a reminder also, if you get a ridge in one of these black lines, that it indicates good weather. If you see a trough, that will indicate cloudy weather. So let's take a look at this. Let me back it up here and see generally what's going to happen regarding the weather. So over the next couple days, what I've noticed is there's going to be a significant low pressure system dropping down from Canada here and impacting the Midwest. And when that does, what I notice is there was a low pressure system off to the central area, but you can see it's basically pushing that system off. So this may not be a low pressure system. This may be a high pressure system. It's definitely cold, and as it drops down, it's pushing this one out of the way. That is going to cause some wind events over the Great Lakes area as that pushes the other system out of the way. So you can see right around Michigan, Wisconsin, upper Michigan area, peninsula, there's going to be some wind events going on there. Also, here in Colorado, you see as it dips down right there here in Colorado, there might be a chance for some clouds as we experience that. You see that drop, that trough there. And then let's take a look at, so while this system moves across the northeast, The northeast is going to remain in clouds for a couple more days. And then there's that other system coming right behind it. Basically, the main places that is going to see sunny weather is, surprise, surprise, Florida, and also the Pacific Northwest. The Pacific Northwest will also be experiencing some nice sunny weather for a few days as well, until there's a system that slides down and starts to create a trough. You'll see that trough right there, starting about the 20th, 21st. And then here's another system for sure coming into the Pacific Northwest, 23rd, leading into the 23rd. There will be a system coming in there. The southeast or southwest right here will continue to experiencing a ridge, and that means sunny weather for the southwest. So we can use science on a sphere not only to see where clouds are, but also where the clouds might end up using this forecast model. What I'd like you to think about doing, though, is how can you measure the weather where you are? As you are staying in your houses, as you're staying with your families, think about different projects that you might be able to do to measure weather. Here's one idea. If it is going to be raining around where you guys are, think of a device that can capture rainfall and measure how much you captured. This is called a rain gauge. There are several rain gauges around the world, but it's good practice to kind of see how much rain or how much precipitation did your area get. So think about a collection device that can measure how much rainwater you received. If it's not rain, maybe it's snow. What I would like you to do is take a ruler and measure how much snow you received over the course of 24 hours. Take a certain section of that snow, a certain amount, and melt it and see how much does that equate to for rainwater. So maybe measure out like a 1 foot square and take that 1 foot square of snow inside, melt it in a container, and see how much rainwater that equates to. If it's sunny where you guys are at, that's great. Enjoy the sun outside. The sun does a great job of killing any germs or any bad things going around. For all of you, I encourage you to check out one of the websites that we're going to be posting on here. It's a website that I've referred to before called earth.nullschool. It's a great website where you can explore what the winds are going to be like. You can see the winds moving around on the surface. If you click on the word earth on the bottom left hand corner of that website, you can change all different kinds of things. Poke around there, explore that website, and let me know what you think is really cool. Go ahead and send us your comments and feedback. Give us some ideas on what we should do for our next Weather Wednesday. We're going to be doing a lot more of these videos, guys, for your entertainment and our entertainment. And we're going to be posting some stuff on our website, discoverspace.org, things that you can do at home. We're going to try to do our best to give you guys some entertainment, something to do that around the house for you. So thank you for joining me for today's Weather Wednesday. We look forward to seeing you guys again next time and maybe in the near future with more ideas on projects that you can do around the house. So thanks for joining me. See you next time on our Weather Wednesday.